Hello and welcome back to the Intro to Computers Microsoft Access Introduction. Okay, so if you haven't finished entering the data already, you should have 5 records in your database. And if you haven't, please pause now because we're going to add even more data to your database. Okay, let's just assume that you have all your data. Now, if you haven't already, please make sure that the patient app database that was in Google Drive shared with me, Intro to Computers, and the Introduction to Access folder, you need that in your download folder. And if you haven't done that already, please pause and come back to the video. Okay, let's just assume that you have that done already. Next, we're going to leave this database right where it is. We're not going to change it anything for a minute. And we're going to open in our downloads folder the patient app and enable the content if you need to, and open the More Patients table. Double left click More Patients. And this is in order to comply with step number 8 in your instruction list. I'm up to step number 8. Now, it would be extremely rare in a professional environment to do the task we are about to do, but the reason we're doing it is because we need to emphasize that Microsoft Access is a place of records. Fields and records. Notice the discrepancy, the difference between how we describe data in Excel compared to how we describe it in Access. In Access, these are fields and records, not rows and columns. So for example, when we are copying records from Patient App, use the row selector, hold the Shift key down, and the row selector again. Now that's just one way to do it. You could have done it a different way. You could have left click and held down and swooped to the rest of them. But here's the key. You are selecting records. All right, there are 15 records here. Select the records only. Do not select the top left corner here like you would have done it in Excel. This is not the way to do it. All right, you want to select all the records here, and then we're going to choose copy. Now we're going to go back to our original database, the Elmira Health database, and select the asterisk, the new record placement for our patients table, and then choose paste. You might get a warning message. In fact, I hope you really do, because that means you're doing it right. You should add and paste 15 new records. Choose yes. Okay, now that you have brand new data, let's move on to step number 9. We're going to resize our tables so that our data shows up. If you haven't done so already, here's a moment where you can select all of the data in your patients table. That includes the field names and the records. And then go between any two column headers. It doesn't matter which one. What you want to look for is the vertical bar with horizontal arrows. The arrows should be pointing east and west. And then double left click between any 2 field names. And your table will resize itself. Now, all of the data will be visible, all the field names will be visible, and everything will be just fine. That's item number 9. Number 10 reads, close the patient's table. Okay, right